Chiropractic care has been around for over a century, but is often still discredited by the medical community. Chiropractors relieve pain in the body through different methods without prescribing medication. Chiropractor Stacey Hallgren is here to talk about the schooling and stigmas of chiropractors. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. How did you get into chiropractic care?
I actually got into chiropractic care because I was injured, and chiropractic care helped me, and I was just amazed by the things that my injuries that couldn't be helped with common medicine couldn't fix, so that's why I got into chiropractic.
In one of the areas that you specialize in, you have a personal story with that. How did chiropractic and your personal story affect where you were headed in your doctor?
Are you talking about pediatrics?
Yes.
Okay, so in pediatrics, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I got into a car accident, and I totaled my car and was injured, and she stopped moving. And so I went to my OB, and they checked the heartbeat, and, you know, baby was fine, baby was fine. But intuitively, I knew something was wrong. And after a few more days of no movement, I went back to my OB, and they checked her again, and they said there was a heartbeat, and just to give it time. In the meantime, I went to my student intern physician at my chiropractic college, and he referred me to an OB and pediatric specialist who adjusted me with special techniques, and within 20 minutes she had dropped and was free and was moving like crazy. So that persuaded me to help other pregnant women, and that's how I got into my OB and pediatric specialty.
Just one little thing helps out. So what goes into the schooling to becoming a chiropractor?
I have a bachelor's degree from the University of North Dakota, and then I got my doctorate from Palmer College of Chiropractic, where chiropractic originally started. And we take very similar courses to this as medicine doctors. The biggest difference is they have a lot on prescription medications and we do more of like physical diagnosis and radiology and stuff like that.
So is that how it compares to medical school, or how does it compare in maybe the residency, how they do residency, and what does chiropractic doctors do?
After you are done, you can do an internship, and you do an internship and you graduate, and then you can go on for specialties. You have to do a residency and go on for continued schooling. Medicine, they will have the residency right along with their schooling before they graduate. So
there's a little difference. You said that you got a bachelor degree from the University of North Dakota. Was that the prerequisite to get into the Palmer School of Chiropractic?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you feel that there's any stigmas that go along with chiropractors, and what are they?
Some of the stigmas might be that insurance doesn't cover chiropractic care, which most insurances do actually cover chiropractic care, Medicare, Medicaid. Another thing is when you go to a chiropractor, they feel like you have to continue going, but usually what happens is when people find relief, they know how to make it better, and so they'll continue to go that way, or to do something more natural instead of taking per se like Tylenol or Advil or anti-inflammatory to cover up the pain. They want to actually fix what's causing the pain.
Mm-hmm. Does the media have any effects with the stigmas that come along with what everybody knows? You go to the doctor for a backache.
Sure. I think a little bit. Media always persuades people one way or the other. I think that it's coming around, though, as people are becoming more holistic and want to step away from covering up pain with medications. They're looking for that relief in natural ways.
Mm-hmm. So it's turning towards the all-natural way. Mm-hmm. Do you think that chiropractors are discredited a lot, and why?
Well, I feel like yes and no. One thing is sometimes they can be past judgment without actually knowing that doctor or where they're coming from. Another thing is patients in general. When you're dealing with patients, they don't always follow through with your treatment plans, and so then they can go on and say, oh, it didn't help, but then they didn't do anything that you told them to do, the same as, you know, anywhere else. So
they stop right away. Why do you think that some insurances do cover chiropractic care and some do not?
Well, there's insurance cover lots of different things, and it just depends on your plan. So a lot of companies, you have certain plans. The better plan is going to cost more money, so some people don't choose that plan because they want to cut their premium costs. Another thing is insurance companies want to cut things across the board, so they're always looking for something. And so if people don't call to complain, like, we don't want you to cut this or that, then, you know, they're going to cut it.
So if nobody's making a big deal about it, then it's not going to be cut. Do you think that the chiropractic care is better than using medications, or what do you think about that?
Well, I think there's a place for everything. Ideally, you want to have least invasive to most invasive. With any kind of medication that you take, it has a side effect. And so ideally, if your body can heal itself with something, you know, a backache, a headache, you know, migraine pain, something like that, to go to the chiropractor. But medicine obviously has, you know, if you have chronic heart failure or, you know, seizures or something like that that can't be controlled any other way, then medication definitely helps.
How does chiropractic care compare to Western medicine?
Well, I think the whole goal is to get the patient better, so it compares that way. But the biggest thing with chiropractic is you are trying to find the source of the pain and fix that by aligning the spine and taking interference off the nerve. A lot of times with Western medicine, they are giving painkillers or antibiotics or something to kind of just cover up that symptom, as opposed to fix what's actually causing the symptom.
So you feel, thank you so much for being here, and it was great talking to you, and you opened so many doors and kind of broke down those stigmas that we have about chiropractors.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thank you.